Well, hello and welcome back, fellow contestants. This time, I guess we pretty much just have to see what C Team is up to. I do have a notepad now and an ink pen, and I went back down and wrote down some information from the other videos. I still need to get the quote from Q Team's wall. Hopefully we won't need that anytime soon. And we'll have C Team's wall here soon too. So let me get started on that. The decontamination room. Why would we need that? And arrest. You know, that looked like a bomb in there. The control room has a mini nuke. The infirmary with a creepy ass poster and possibly a blood stain on the floor. And they've got the food.
So this is the last room.
Yes.
Is that a
Checked
fake fireplace?
We could.
Okay.
It's just
It
as
does
Zero
have a
said,
vent
huh?
to
There's
DD.
no way to get out, except by opening the X door.
I guess we just didn't have
50
that
minutes
piece of the
left
map
until
yet.
the vote deadline.
Don't tell me you want to vote.
How can we not? If we refuse, C-Team gets 2 votes automatically. We'll die.
But
Hey,
So-
do you think this could be part of the experiment? DCOM's whole psychological test.
Nope.
What? Why?
That masked guy called himself Zero.
And
I have no clue why he's here, but he's for real.
So that means he's actually willing to kill off a whole team?
Yeah.
But how?
He said that there's an anesthetic in our bracelets, right? So we'll be sleeping and then bam! Or maybe... There's a bunch of different ways.
at least it would be peaceful that way. I wouldn't mind dying in my
only
sleep.
there was a way to contact someone on the other teams.
Why would you need to reach them?
If only a dog would show
What,
up.
you're planning on begging them not to vote C-Team or something?
Well, no, but I thought, why not spread out the votes?
What do you mean?
Remember what Zero said? The group with 2 or more votes will lose.
I get it. Maybe C-Team could vote for D-Team, D-Team for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team. Then all the teams would have 1 vote each.
And that'd make it a 3-way tie. And no one would have to die?
Supposedly.
How do we make sure they know to do it?
Yeah, how do we... Where the hell does the dog come from?
Hey! Mira! Eric! Diana!
Phi! Sigma! Can you hear us?
I've been told a lot of the backstory for this game is tied up in the other
it's
2
not
games that I
working.
will be playing through
Damn
at some
it.
point, most likely.
Hey, Akane, why don't you try using the morphogenetic field?
What?
Huh? Morphogenetic field?
What, do they know each other as well? Does each group
Let
have
the
2 people
game
that know
end
each other?
or I treat 2. What's this supposed to mean?
The game will end, and something about 2 people? I guess the tough part is figuring out treat. If it's like trick or treat, then maybe it means there's a reward or a gift or something.
But it could also mean treatment, which would imply being cared for.
By a nurse.
Either way, it doesn't make sense.
So let the game
Hey,
end in there.
anyone know what this thing could be?
A box?
What's inside of it?
Maybe some kind of white smoke.
Automate Bako?
What?
You've heard of it, Carlos?
Urashima Taro, right?
English,
Japanese
please.
folklore. Something about jumping through time, I think.
This label says Force Quit Box.
What's that?
Looks like there's a keyboard.
Are we in a
There's
game?
probably a password that goes there.
Maybe this
And
is
something
the
ends if you punch it in?
safety
But
abort
what, though?
thing.
Maybe the game Zero's making us play.
Wait. You really think Zero'd put something that easy here?
It seems like it wouldn't even have to be a box for that.
And what do you think easy? It could
Do
be
you think it'd
anything.
work?
Entering the wrong one
Pressing
could
random
kill
buttons
us.
isn't going to solve anything.
I wouldn't be trying random shit. Who knows, you failed 3 times and maybe the damn thing blows up on you. Crazy fools.
So, what now?
What can we do?
Maybe we should just get this voting business over with.
Junpei,
No, we still have some time.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be the leader here.
How the hell did we get into this mess anyway? Do you guys have any ideas?
More importantly, what's a morphogenic field? You slack-eyed stoner. So who is Zero?
Who is Zero?
What do you guys
To
think?
be accurate, you should probably ask, who is the second Zero instead?
Then that means there has to have been a first one, right?
Yeah, there is.
Then explain it.
You know him?
Sorta. I brought it up earlier. Bracelet a lot like this one has been strapped to my wrist before. It happened last year. Akane and I were trapped somewhere. The person responsible back then was named Zero.
but I don't think that one has anything to do with this one.
Really?
It's gotta be connected.
Just, please.
Something
Believe me.
serious happened there then. Remember that for when we
She's
get to the
right.
next games. We'll be going through the series backwards, apparently. So, what's Zero's purpose? What did the first one do?
Why is Zero doing this?
To make us play a game, right? This decision game or whatever.
With the fate of mankind on the line.
So it's true.
Do you know something,
How
Akane?
could he kill all of
I
mankind?
think if we end up losing this game, we're all going to die. 6 billion people will.
So what Sigma said back then up in DCOM was,
At this rate, 6 billion people will die.
Yes, what Sigma said is the truth. Have you ever heard of the term reverie syndrome?
No.
What causes it is unknown. Neither the nerves nor the brain have abnormalities.
Heard of
But
apathy
somehow,
syndrome.
This disease causes you to stop reacting to a variety of stimuli. I've heard there are people from all over the world who have become affected by this.
It's gotta be the
Hey,
shadows.
hold up. How does this and what we were talking about before go together?
Shouldn't you know already?
Huh?
A crisis. Mankind is currently facing what is clearly an unprecedented crisis. Those affected are sensing it's coming.
I'm even more confused now.
reverie syndrome.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, I'm really hoping that some of this gets explained at some point and that it's not all tied up in the other games. It'll be kind of a letdown, unfortunately, if that happens. So how do you two know each
Akane,
other?
Kurashiki. Junpei Tenmyoji. You're both Japanese, right?
Yes?
And you both lived in Japan when you were kids. You even went to the same school. So you're childhood friends.
Who told you that?
Sigma. You mentioned it back in DCOM. We all lived in close quarters in that facility for 5 days. Information spreads fast. So, whose idea was it for you to join?
Huh?
The DCOM experiment. You two signed up together, right?
No, we didn't. We did this on our own.
Really?
Wait, you're telling me you guys just happened to bump into each other at DCOM?
It wasn't a coincidence. It was inevitable.
It was fate, is what you're trying to say.
Why
I'm
did you
sensing-
subject yourself to this circus?
Sensing time travel shenanigans.
I didn't mention it before? Well, I kinda really need a lot of cash.
Aha!
They said they'd give us 500,000 if we joined up.
Huh. Color me surprised. Thought a hero of justice had no need of money.
A what?
Didn't you say you're a firefighter? A really good one? You faced off against danger and saved a whole bunch of people. Sounds like a hero to me.
I just have good instincts.
Just doing my
Doesn't
job.
seem to matter where I find myself. They're pretty good at telling me which path has death at the end.
So maybe he is clairvoyant. Except you failed choosing the right coin. How could you?
Do you hear something?
Over there.
Gab!
Where did you come from?
Looks like you made it here using this vent.
How
Does that mean
convenient.
it's connected to the surface?
I don't think so. A vent to the surface would defeat the purpose of a bomb shelter.
So he came from another ward then.
It's too dark, I can't see anything. But Ward Q is down that direction, right? Think you can fit in there, Akane?
No, there's no way.
Someone likes cake too much.
Oh, I know. Let's cut off Junpei's arm. He should be able to fit through then.
Hey! Mira! Eric!
No answer, huh?
They'd have to be right next to the vent to hear it anyways, probably.
Hey, Gab. Did they steal you away from DCOM too?
But why the dog?
Maybe they felt bad about leaving him alone up there?
But they're perfectly fine
Baloney.
with killing us.
You really think Zero do us any favors?
Hold on. I think I got an idea that may work. This case. It holds medication, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. It's empty.
That bastard Zero take the meds?
I still think this could work. We can use it. Wait a sec.
I'm curious what meds were in there. If it's something one of them generally
Beer coaster
needed.
and a pen.
I found them on the counter of the bar.
There's something written on it.
Oh, I did that.
Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team.
Oh! You're going to put it in the case and have Gab go through the vent.
Cross your fingers he can get to Q-Team.
You really think it'll be that simple?
So we shouldn't?
Well, I guess we don't have anything to lose. Why don't we give it a shot?
What did you throw in there for him?
What did you throw?
Exactly.
Cheese.
Really?
Picked it up with the coaster. Was over there on the counter.
Why don't we just toss in some ketchup and pickles too? Maybe next time he comes back, he'll be a hot dog.
I just like the
was a
similarities between all of them. The cheese and everything being in both. Both of them using it.
5 minutes left.
Gab's not come back.
Let's just vote, Carlos. Like I said, if we forfeit,
I know!
hey, there's one thing we can do.
What is it?
You remember what you wrote on the Gab letter?
The what?
The message we sent the furry pigeon to deliver? C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team.
Yeah? So what?
So, vote for Q-Team instead.
What? Junpei, you can't be suggesting... If we do that, they'll end up with 2 votes and...
Yep, Q-Team will be out. Granted, this whole thing is assuming our initial plan works. The note makes it to D-Team, and Diana votes the way we want her to. Think about it for a second. 6 people have to die or we're never getting out of this bomb shelter. Those are the rules of the decision game according to Zero. Balancing the votes won't do us any good.
Not in the
We'll
short
just end
term.
up falsely prolonging someone's death.
Junpei,
He's got a point. But we're still not gonna do it.
Is in 3 minutes.
Again, we've committed to this
Come on,
plan.
Carlos, vote for Q-Team.
no, you can't!
So obviously we have to vote for D-Team. I hope this all works out. I'm not convinced that it's going to. So far, everyone on each team has said to vote for something other than the coaster.
Your vote has been accepted.
Ah, I was worried you weren't going to do it, Carlos.
You'll see, Akane. Just because we did what we said we would doesn't mean this will work. Hell, we don't even know if our note reached the other teams or not. And
Well.
even if it did, there's no guarantee they did what we asked. Two possibilities will come out of this.
Again, it's basically up to
3
chance.
members of D-Team will die.
Or it's our heads on the chopping block.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate.
So they'll be dead.
One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying.
So at least we know that
Every lost drug will
Zero
not be injected into the 3 of you.
didn't
When
write
you
the
next
letter.
wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision. As all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered.
Oh, it's about time.
Pleasant dreams.
It's been 3 videos getting here. Did we do it, guys? Did we play the game right? That should have been pretty simple, right? Anyways, I'm not gonna make this a double feature. And if we come back, we'll see, if the game, just how rigged the game is, I guess. Junpei has a point. We're just prolonging the inevitable if it's true that 6 people have to die. If there's another way to make it out of here, maybe we'll find it. Maybe we won't.